Google has announced a significant update to its policies regarding advertising of certain cryptocurrency products, including Bitcoin ETFs. The changes will come into force on Monday, January 29, 2024. As let's discuss what we have on Bitcoin today. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. After being banned, Bitcoin ads are now approved on Google and will begin on the 29th January 2024. Do you see what's being set up right before your eyes, or are you still blind? Get off zero now, you dummy. Deutsche Bank survey findings indicate over 30% of participants predict Bitcoin to dip below $20,000. Around 15% of those surveyed anticipate Bitcoin's price to range between $40,000 and $75,000 respectively by the year of the end. As new survey data from Deutsche Bank reveals that more than one-third of the 2,000 respondents are foreseeing a drop in Bitcoin's value below $20,000, as the study conducted between January 15th and January 19th focused on individuals in the US, UK, and the Eurozone gauging their perspective on Bitcoin's price and volatility. So results show that a significant portion of respondents, over 30%, expects Bitcoin to experience a decline below $20,000 by January next year, and additionally around 15% of those surveyed anticipate Bitcoin's price to range between $40,000 and $75,000 by the year end. Deutsche Bank analyst Marion Liborn, as the Cassidy Ainsworth Grace mentioned in their report, anticipate the growth of a new spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds to contribute to the institutionalization of the Bitcoin. However, they observed that a majority of ETF flows are currently driven by retail investors. Next up, Bitcoin update on the 2-hour chart was going to post later today, but this one looks too spicy not to. We have formed an AO versus PA divergence heading into the futures open and have lost momentum. My expectation over the next 48 hours is to push close or into the purple box on a retrace of this weekend's pump. Fidelity has just become the third largest Bitcoin ETF fund, overtaking Bitwise in terms of assets under management terms. And the net flows after 8 trading days into Bitcoin ETF comes to $600 million, as the US spot Bitcoin ETF currently holds a combined total of 140,490 Bitcoins. As the volume is there, don't prematurely sell your coins. Next up, Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett are too smart to think Bitcoin is a pet rock or rat poison. IMO, they want you to stay away from it so they can continue profiting from banking industry as Bitcoin disrupts their plans, and no more NSF fees, more predatory lending, etc. Next up is 80 days until the first ever Bitcoin halving. The block subsidy is dropping from 625 to 3125 Bitcoin. Exchange balances have dropped by 1 million plus Bitcoin since 2020. And GBTC has lost 100,000 coins in 2 weeks, so the pool of marginal sellers is drying up. Few sellers remain. So Trump is officially using Bitcoin now, just not in the way that you want it. We all have to start somewhere. Ordinal scams are Trojan horse to freedom money. Bitcoin will snag your greedy ass any and which way it can. So, however, since then Trump has issued an NFT collection featuring what are branded as digital trading cards. This week Trump's NFT collection expanded to the Bitcoin network to ordinals, an NFT-like digital asset on the Bitcoin blockchain. So basically, if this cup and handle pattern plays out, the target is $81,000 for a Bitcoin, and they have also set alert on the diagonal resistance line, which basically every breakout trader is waiting for. We have around 80 days left for the big event. Are you ready for it? There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, as your cost of living will always trend to zero on the Bitcoin standard because Bitcoin is infinitely divisible. So you can divide one Bitcoin into as many units as you want to, but this doesn't mean you have more Bitcoin. Each Bitcoin can be split into 100 million Satoshis, as you can almost think of this as dollar, as Bitcoin, and cents Satoshis. One Satoshi is one digit with around 7 zeros of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, and there are a total of 2.1 quadrillion Satoshis. Satoshis can also be divided into smaller units if needed, and having a form of currency that is infinitely divisible means that you can value things in smaller and smaller denominations. So it also means that anyone can save in Bitcoin, and the value of their savings will increase over time. They can use their savings to buy whatever they want. Compared to Bitcoin, everything is abundant, and you can build more houses, grow more food, and make more cars, but once 21 million Bitcoin have been issued, no more new coins will be issued. And ever, as the Bitcoin's price rises, the people who own some will be incentivized to exchange their coins for whatever they've been saving for. And entrepreneurs from around the world will be incentivized to produce more goods and services to accumulate smaller and smaller fractions of Bitcoin. But over time, their tiny fraction will be worth a lot more because there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, and you need to understand that. Next up, yes, Google is the biggest advertising network in the world. It's plus 2 times bigger than second biggest ad network Meta, Facebook, IG. Bitcoin ETF can start advertising on Google from tomorrow. These are the bullish news. So, big day tomorrow. Google likely to start allowing Bitcoin spot ETF ads, as Google has announced a significant update to its policies regarding advertising of certain cryptocurrency products, including Bitcoin ETFs, as the changes will come into force on Monday, January 29, 2024. In the official statement made by Google, the following statements were made. In January 2024, Google will update its cryptocurrencies and related products policy, clarifying the scope and the requirements for advertising cryptocurrency coin partnerships. As starting January 29, 2024, advertisers offering cryptocurrency currency trust targeting the United States may advertise these products and services if they meet the requirements and are approved by Google. So the first wave of ads under this new policy will launch only in the United States, as the main aim of the new policy was stated to provide clearer parameters and guidelines surrounding the introduction of the cryptocurrency trusts as the part of the policy update. Ads related to Bitcoin ETFs will begin appearing as Google Ads starting January 29, 2024. So in the world of online marketing, it is almost impossible to bypass Google Ads, which is used by 99% of all the websites, according to a study. And I would say this is massive for us, because the Bitcoin run starts pretty soon, but we still need to be cautious and expect even bigger drops. And as I told you before, I still expect Bitcoin to drop below the $30,000 mark, heading down to $28,500 and maybe even possible to $25,000. It probably won't go lower than 32,000, but I expect that it can actually happen, and we can expect more stuff on it. So all I would say, we just gotta be cautious in the market right now, because anything could happen in a short period of time, and we should prepare for worst even if we are preparing for best. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.